What's up? We're making roasted sweet potatoes and penne vodka today. Wait, Mom, you guys want meatballs, right?
Yes.
Okay, with meatballs in 2/3 of it.
Artichokes.
I don't want artichokes in mine.
You don't want artichokes? Okay.
But yeah, my mother is filming, so to start us off, I'm just gonna like cut the sweet potatoes and then put them in the oven. I'll just be sprinkling them with like, they'll be like liberally coated in olive oil and then covered in spices. Something recently that I found out. This is the oregano that was in our spice cabinet and is probably over 2 decades old.
That is not true.
That is
That is not true.
But how do you recommend cutting the sweet potato?
You're in charge.
Oh my goodness.
Just don't cut your finger. No, that's bad.
So cut it this way first.
Cut it this way first. Yeah.
Now I can cut it like that.
Yes, I would cut it in half first, and then you can get a flat surface from that.
Oh,
Don't make me nervous.
it's so hard. These are actually so annoying to cut. Wait, I remember when I would make this in my apartment, I was always nervous, and I was always thinking like if my mom saw me doing this, like she would like freak out. All right, now that we have it like this, nice easy surface to work with, that's what you want. Now we can cut it into little like, I'm going for like less thickness than this. The big thing is you want them all to be of roughly uniform size because you don't want some burning while some are still undercooked, you know. Oh, also I learned that like apparently the middle of the pan is not as hot as the edges. So if you have something like this, you put this in the middle of the pan because it's like smaller. So if you put it on the outside, it would burn relative to everything else, apparently. It's like a lot of great footage, I'm sorry, but these are now well oiled. And we lost the joke about like me. Oh my, this is so sad. You guys missed some good content. It's okay.
It's all the fault of the iPhone.
Yeah. But I was complaining about how like, that doesn't matter. We're just gonna put on the seasonings now. So just salt.
If you use like a spoon or something to stir it up, then you
Oh,
wouldn't like,
then my hands wouldn't get oily.
Your hands would not get oily.
So we're gonna roast these for like 25 minutes and then we'll just check in on them. Everyone's like, after that, we'll just keep moving them and checking them until they look sufficiently browned. We're gonna start the vodka sauce now. So it's pretty simple. It's just gonna take some time because you need to reduce the tomato sauce quite a bit. But we're doing this like from scratch basically, so no Prego. We're gonna slice 4 garlic cloves, kind of thin. Just so everyone knows, this is not my recipe. This is all from a YouTube account called Not Another Cooking Show. So that's where all this is coming from, and I think it's pretty good. All of his recipes that I made so far have been like delicious. So. All right, so we have sliced the garlic, and next up we are going to add oil to the pan. It's gonna be cold, and then we're gonna add the garlic and the basil, and we're gonna fry it. In the video I watched, in the recipe, he said like 2 to 3 tablespoons, but he also used prosciutto, or prosciutto, is that how it's pronounced?
Yes,
prosciutto.
Prosciutto.
Which adds like a lot of
Italian bacon.
Yeah, which adds a lot of like fat, and so we're just gonna estimate how much oil we need. But it was a lot because I saw in another video where he made like just straight tomato sauce. The pan was like about this big, but like oil was like covering it, so I'm gonna use a lot. So we're gonna add the sliced garlic to that. Let me.
Oh my gosh.
This has got to be cold oil that you're adding the garlic to and the basil. We're gonna add like. Do you like basil, Mom?
I do.
You like basil? Okay, we're gonna add like. I really like basil too. I'll probably show this to Matt and Audie, and like we're like the basil bros. So we got this at Meijer. We'll use.
That is a lot.
Why is this yellow?
Because
oh, is it the curry?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. This spatula has 2-decade-old spices still on it.
That's not true. Those are fresh.
When I was in New York, me, Audie, and Matt, like one of the first things we did was we went out to this like plant store and bought like a bunch of basil plants. And then by the end, we had a potter. What do they call it? Like a pot, I guess? That was like as long as this, filled with dirt, and like the basil plants were like up to like here.
Whoa.
Actually, I'm not sure if that's true. They were pretty high now. They were pretty high. Okay. I think this is pretty reduced.
Okay.
The fritters.
Careful. Don't splatter me.
Yay! Alright, so if you look at it right now, this is bubbling probably a little bit too much. I just turned up the heat. I'm going to turn it back down. But you want it to be like, we're just slowly simmering it off. And what we're looking for is when you drag your thing through, you want it to leave a trail. See right now, like when I do it, it covers it back up. And so that means we've got more reducing to do. Because we're going to add a lot of cream to this sauce. And that's going to bring the moisture back up. So we're just going to reduce this down further until I say so. Alright, so the potatoes are not done, but we should check on them. I stood too close. Yeah, and as you can see, one of the smaller ones has already looked like it's gonna burn, but that's okay. Nothing can be done about that, I suppose. And I'm just gonna turn these. Yeah, it feels like they are crisping up pretty well. Oh no!
Why?
That's like.
Are they burning?
They might be. Some of them have. No! Again, it's like new oven, new tools, and so it's gonna take a little bit of time to get used to it. That's alright. Should we put these back in 5 minutes?
Yes. I would lower it down too.
It's at 400. It was at 450 earlier, or 425.
Change it to 375.
Okay, I'll do 375. Yo, what's up? This looks pretty reduced. Look at that trail. Look at that trail that it's leaving. That's not bad. So we're gonna add, I think, like half of this Parmesan in the sauce, and then we're just gonna add cream until it gets to like the color that we want. We're gonna want to leave some of this for garnish. Put that in, and then we're gonna add the cream. Heavy cream. So this one, I'm just gonna add a bit at a time. Just want to eyeball it and just see what color we like. In the video, I think he made his a little too cream heavy for my taste. For me. Out they come. Let's see what they look like. Okay. Yeah, these are definitely more crispy than I expected. Oh no, some of them are definitely like. Oh no. So I think it's a mix of. The pan is different. Maybe we could have added more oil at the end. I don't know. Anyways, I'm sure these will be delicious.
Let me try. It might be too hot.
Yeah, watch out. Is it good?
It's very good.
Yeah.
It's very good.
Even when they're burned, they're still pretty tasty. We forgot to film some of it, but we added some sugar because the sauce was like a little acidic, so it's doing better now. And then we added some parsley flakes. So I think the sauce is pretty much done. It's a nice orange, and then we've got the. I think we can stop that, right?
Yes.
All right. This is the sugar. We have the potatoes over there. We just microwave some meatballs, and I'll take a picture of like the final product.